I've lived here for about 14, 15 years. A couple of years after I moved to the Lakes, quite by chance, a friend asked me if I'd ever considered training a search dog. And I hadn't, but I was going to get a new dog shortly after that, so he put the seed in my mind, and I decided to go ahead and try. Where we're sitting now is an area we use to train our search dogs on, our local training group, and we're here every week. We work often for quite long periods on searches, and it's important as the handler actually that you're comfortable, because if you're uncomfortable then you're not going to be searching effectively, because you're going to be concentrating on how bad you feel rather than concentrating on the search. So feeling dry and warm is actually, it's not just a luxury, it's a necessity if you're going to do your job effectively. I've got quite a number of Páramo items actually, jackets and trousers. I've used them for quite a few years. My own stuff and kit that I've been issued when I was a dog handler, and it's always appealed to me. It's comfortable to wear. The fact that you can reproof them so easily when the time comes, those really are the big items for me, I think. Out of the blue one day I got an email from Páramo telling me about the recycling scheme they were going to introduce and trial, and asking if I wanted to be involved. And it seemed a bit of a no-brainer to me. I had the Viento jacket. I actually had an old pair of Cascada trousers as well, both of which had really run their course, and that would be the perfect thing to recycle. It was very clearly explained what I had to do: wash them so that they were clean when they were returned, and package them up and send them off. It was less than a week later that another email arrived with a sort of a voucher saying, here you are, here's 50 quid off against your next purchase of a jacket or whatever. And it seemed to me such an easy scheme to follow, that it, as I say, it was a no-brainer. I like to think I was the sort of person always who recycled things in various ways. But the chance to put something back which could be even taken apart and its constituents reused seemed an obvious thing to me. So I think actually I'd have been happy to do that if a company had said to me, if you send it back to us, we'll make sure it's reused. That would have been quite a motivation in itself. If you're going to offer me £50 to do the same, then that's an even bigger incentive, and I think that will draw people in. I got my vouchers back in March, I think, when you first launched the trial. What I've been looking at is that I'm a keen photographer, amateur photographer, so I've been looking at the Halcon jacket, which I think would be what I would like to go for next.